Aloha and welcome to Let's Evolve Together. My name is Deepa and this is your Sagittarius Full Moon reading for 2023. So if you have been here before, thank you for returning and your continued support for these readings in this channel. And if you have not been here before, thank you for being here and welcome. So just to let you know how my readings go, there is a pick a pile that I will reveal at the end. So this is pile 1 with the little conch shell here. This is pile 2 with the quartz pyramid. And this is pile 3 with the amethyst. Okay, so it's just a mini pick a pile that I run through at the end. So no timestamps for this. And basically I do the collective reading for the Sagittarius full moon first, and then we'll get your more personal messages at the very end, and then we'll conclude with an overall message for everyone. So again, thank you for being here, and hopefully you'll find some resonance with a few messages that come through for you today. If a message comes out that doesn't feel like yours, feel free to disregard it, leave it for somebody else, and just bring home the messages that resonate with you the most. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Basically, I've got the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power deck here for you today. And I wanted to start with this deck so that we could see which deity was residing over this full moon in Sagittarius. So we could see which energy was most tangible and protecting us and guiding us at this time. So let's see which deity, which god or goddess has got our backs, basically, at this time for this full moon. Wow. Whoa. Okay. This is a pretty strong card, actually. It's number 28, which is a 10 if you break it down in numerology. And the energy here is practicing the Chud practice. Extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundaries of the universe. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here. The Chud practice is basically a practice that helps us transmute parts of ourselves that we no longer need anymore. So it's a very deep and powerful practice, and it has to do with letting go, releasing, and transforming ourselves. So there's a lot that we're purifying, and there's a lot that we're upgrading in this practice. So we definitely don't take this card lightly. So for this card to show up, I feel like a lot of us are going through, maybe even some of us, some dark night of the soul energies, but basically a lot of us going through a major choice point at this point with the Sagittarius full moon. And when I think of Sagittarius, I often think of truth, freedom, liberation. So we're getting a higher perspective somehow. We're getting some new downloads. We're having some breakthroughs spiritually, mentally. We're getting those aha moments, and full moons, as you know, can be very revealing. The light of the full moon shines on something we need to see with its full light. And then we're brought closer into what we need to let go of. Our awareness is brought closer to what it is we need to release to bring us closer to our goals that we have realized, or our alignment that we see now more clearly because of the full moon. So there's a truth about ourselves that we're realizing. So through this truth, we could be choosing to turn our lives in a new direction. So this might be a sudden realization and a sudden turn of events. But no matter what, we're going to need to go deep inside and do some deep surrender and transmuting of energies and attachments in our lives that are no longer supporting us or nourishing us. So, and with the number 10 here, as you see, we've got 28, which breaks down to a 10 in numerology. In tarot, this is the culmination of a major cycle. So something ending, and then as well something beginning, because we also break down the 10, and that's a 1. So a new cycle starting. So it's all kind of tied up into one package. So I just want to feel into this card a little bit more. We have the Vajra here, which is also the pendant that I'm wearing on my necklace. The Vajra is a symbol of breaking through illusions. There's multiple Vajras here. We've got a bell for clearing energy, and we've got the tiger skin, which represents Shiva's success in taming his very strong desires in a certain level of emotional maturity, being able to direct his energy consciously and at will, having control over his animalistic side. So there's a lot of spiritual maturity, emotional maturity here. We've got the flames representing Shiva. We destroy with Shiva in order to create something new. This also has the energy of Pele. And on this island, she represents our beautiful lava flows. So she also carries an energy of destroying or destruction in order to bring new, in order to create again. So there's always that positive aspect that moves along with what we let go of or what we decide to break down in order to build new from. There's also an aspect here of facing our shadow side and choosing to welcome it home, choosing to integrate it, choosing to listen to the lessons that it wants to teach us and not resist, not fear, or not judge our shadow side, but really opening up. So there's this profound openness that's happening in order to bring those energies home and begin to integrate them in a really conscious and efficient and effective way. To push sides of ourselves away really goes against the grain for spiritual growth and personal growth. It slows down the process of burning up karma, bringing karma into balance. It slows down the process of evolution. So if you're wanting to hop into that, to the sports car, for instance, for your spiritual growth, as opposed to like a VW bus, you're going to want to shake hands with your shadow, offer it a seat at the table, and start a really deep conversation where you're ready to come out of denial with some behaviors, some attachments, some programming that's been ruling over your life through the subconscious. So it's a very hard, honest look at yourself, your life, the way you're choosing, what you're choosing, and how it's affecting the outcomes, your goals, your dreams, and how you would like things to be playing out in the future. So there's a lot of honesty here. There's a lot of truth, as I said, with the Sagittarius full moon. Extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundaries of the universe. I think it's about getting a really big perspective, coming out of the smallness. I'm actually going to do something different here since we don't have a lot of space today. Coming out of the smallness that the ego wants to hold itself in to try to maintain some sort of control or safety or security. Choosing to step back and gain the bigger picture. What are the spiritual lessons here? What am I learning? Letting go of the grasping a little bit to come into a broader awareness about what this is all about. So there's a lot of profound spiritual lessons going on here. This is a strong full moon. So let's just move these up and let's get into more of the reading. So I sense a serious tone today. No fuss. That could be some Gemini energy. We're kind of cutting to the truth. We're not getting too wrapped up here in our emotions. Right now, we're facing the music a little bit. Time to face the music, as they say. A lot of angels here today to help us, which is nice to feel that support. But let's get one card, please, Spirit. Help me ground this energy. What is the main message for this Sagittarius full moon? Angel of addiction healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. So no matter what, if you're being realigned, especially in terms of an addiction pattern, whether that's a way you think that's addictive, that's not supportive, or an actual behavioral pattern, or an actual thing you're addicted to, like a drug or a behavioral pattern, no matter what, it will align you to bring more power and consciousness back to you, and it will be for your benefit. So don't worry, okay? Like, this is all for the good of you and your life and where you're headed. Again, we've got this chud energy, and that's why maybe this chud deity came in. It's because we are transforming something huge, but it will set us on a new path, okay? a path of enlightenment and a path of freedom for our souls. Like we won't be living in bondage anymore of this pattern. And that's really powerful. So no wonder I had the alchemy deck lined up, Kim Cran's alchemy deck. All these cards have to do with some sort of alchemy or transmutation. So Spirit, what about this Sagittarius full moon? What can you show us here? Okay, Unus Mundus, more snakes. Look at this. These are the snakes that eat their tail. There's this energy of an infinite cycle happening. A diamond in the middle, synchronicity here coming up. I always read her cards. They're very cryptic. I think it's helpful if we read them together. Okay. Synchronicity. I feel like it's here. It can't be though. Okay. I'm going back to the beginning. Okay, what have we got here? Bear with me as I search for this card. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to ground my energy before I attempted to navigate this labyrinth. She really is a genius. Okay, so, okay, here we go. Here we got this infinity symbol. So the main messages, the main terms, words here are source, destiny, and the miraculous message. I love this energy because right now we have Mercury becoming conjunct with Uranus in Taurus. This can bring sudden messages, but really solid messages for us to like all of a sudden we turn toward, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that's a great idea. You know, it's that kind of energy. Like, I think I'll go this way. I didn't know that was being offered. So something coming through, like maybe a destiny moment or a fated moment where we are faced with choice, but it's almost like an easy choice. So the Undus Mundus is the presiding deity of alchemy. It arrives to remind us that we are not alone in our quarries or our journey. What are we here to do? What pulls us forward? Unanswerable questions are timeless fuel for the flames of transformation. Mystics before us have uttered the same questions while tinkering in their laboratory. Do not underestimate the brave act of your attention to the details of your daily life, to the ecology of our world. What you notice matters. You matter. When this card arrives, sacred messages abound. Everything is a living symbol, a synchronicity. Its guidance is sent directly from the alchemists who have come before you to encourage you along the way. See the deeper meaning of what is in front of you. In this very moment, the new eye opens. So going deeper, listen to Destiny by Shaka Khan and to ponder the miracle of your conception. Interesting. Why were you born? Why were you incarnated? When Undus Mundus appears, something you cannot yet see is taking shape. It will soon emerge to support you. Trust, breathe, the miracle awaits. This is that sudden moment with Mercury conjunct Uranus. And then synchronicity is the way the world of mystery. Synchronicity is the way the world of mysteries claims our attention. Something is sure to stick out to you today. A word, an image, lyrics, a memory. Take note of what that is. You may want to have your journals nearby or your phone, like the little notepad on your phone, ready to go, that app ready to go. Things could be happening that just stand out to you. Be prepared to write little messages or symbols down. What animals show up to you? What's the weather like today? What phone calls or messages are you getting? What number sequences are you seeing? Does this trigger any memories with dreams you had last night? I know a lot of people are having interesting dreams. And now I'm remembering one of mine from last night. There's a diamond in the rough here that's about to be revealed. There's a diamond here in the center of these snakes. And just got so much snake energy. This is also the energy of the Kundalini. So this is spiritual transformation and ascension happening, reaching a new level, spiritual growth happening, telepathic energies coming in through our dreams or from another person, picking up on messages not necessarily heard with our or seen with our five senses, beyond our five senses. So really reaching into the mystery here, not even reaching in, but receiving the mystery, being open to the mystery in a more profound way, veils dropping. So like I said, there's a lot of very powerful magical energy afoot. If this reading is too abstract, I apologize. It definitely feels like it has a lot of that Neptunian energy, 12th house kind of energy. I think no matter what, your life will trust your life, trust the messages you're seeing to get more concrete answers for yourself. The pick-a-piles at the end will have more earthy qualities if this is getting a little too far out. So I think you'll find messages and a pathway as we keep moving through and ground the energies more and more and more, okay? So to start, let's get the overall, this is the Sacred Traveler, Oracle Cards by Denise Lynn. Where are we at here? Sorry, I keep dropping cards today. Oh. I like to ask I just looked at this card, sorry, miracles, so we'll take it. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Something's about to emerge from the fabric of reality that you are not expecting. And it's going to look like a miracle, okay? It's a profound magic that's poking its head out. I like miracles. We'll take them. I like to ask the highest frequency of our Divine Mother Earth Gaia to ground me as well as this reading down deep into our fifth dimensional new earth. Connect us with a crystal that clears our energy, supports our energy, and brings in an openness, a flexibility, and adaptability to change and to miracles at this time. Okay, so Sacred Traveler cards. What else do you have for us with this Sagittarius full moon? Yes, impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. We're definitely being redirected on a path. So if you're being asked to change course, don't be surprised. And then also taking time out to reflect and process is really helpful right now, especially with the Sun in Gemini. We want time to process what's going on, to reflect, to say, give me a moment to make a decision. Give me a moment to think about that. So view from above, this is that bigger perspective Sagittarius energy that we're getting, that we were really feeling. Where was I getting that? From here. Extend your awareness to the energetic edges of or boundaries of the universe, really opening up a bigger expanse of view. Get the big picture. Step out of the minutia of it. Try to see what's actually going on, how it's all connected. The bigger puzzle as opposed to the little puzzle piece. Wow, really powerful moon, you guys. I would love to know how this moon has already been coming through for you or does in the next week and how this reading is resonating for you. That's really powerful. Go slow, take your time, fogged in at the bottom of the deck. Right, so step back if you need to. Give yourself space, give other people space. Instead of having one conversation to come to a solution, give yourself maybe a week of conversations to get to the solution or the plan with something. Don't jump in too fast too soon. It looks like we're being asked to turn our attention, so we may need time to make decisions because it's like all of a sudden we're being asked something we didn't expect. Okay. So let's see what the Enchanted Map has for us. I wanted a lot of cards that represented the journey, so I took the Sacred Traveler and the map to give us direction. So what do we see for this? Heal the ouch. So there is definitely some time where we need to lick our wounds. So this time, for instance, you could be presented with a choice that triggers an old wound, activates your a Chiron in your astrology chart, asks you to revisit something you already healed, maybe even several times, or um, thought you already, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost this energy of, I thought I already healed that. I thought I already got past that. Why is it coming back again? Why is it returning? So this is an 11. Heal the ouch. Okay, what else is happening here, Spirit? And 24, number 6, stuck in the mud. Yeah, there's some energy of you're not going anywhere yet, but you are being asked to go within. So if you can't move on the outside, on the external, it's time to go inside and see what there is to contend with. It should be obvious. It may have come up in your dreams, coming up from the subconscious for sure. There's a lot of subconscious messages coming through, powerful energy in that way with Neptune and Pisces. If you're feeling like you can't move forward externally, move forward internally. What wound is there to be licked? What energy needs to be faced? Remember I said facing the shadow, asking it to take a seat at the table, having a conversation with it. Probably what needs to be looked at within yourself and what kind of conversation you need to have with yourself at this time. Okay, so let's go into, should we do the tarot yet, Spirit? Okay, let's see how this is playing out in the tarot cards. I've already pre-shuffled them, so I'm going to trust what comes through at this time. What do we need to know about the Sagittarius full moon at this time, Spirit? Justice in reverse. That's a powerful card to get in reverse. The Star in reverse, same. 5 of Cups in reverse, same. 4 of Wands. Okay, this is a really powerful message. No wonder we're getting heal the ouch and stuck in the mud. When I see so many reversals, I think the first message, the strongest message is go within. It's time to reflect. This has the energy of Mercury retrograde. I think this has been a very strong Mercury retrograde. I said it 2 weeks before the Mercury retrograde started. I was already feeling the power of it. It's still happening even though we're out of Mercury retrograde and have almost completely cleared the shadow. It's still present. I think this is more than Mercury retrograde though. So let's read it. Justice in reverse, with Star in reverse right next to it, 2 major arcana cards. The Star is about our wishes, our dreams, our hopes. Something has yet to come into balance. We're yet to receive that divine intervention, that divine timing from the universe, that miracle. Interesting that Star in reverse fell right on top of miracles. There's something we're waiting to see. We're wanting this miracle to come through, this magic. We really need to step back. I think if we're getting really upset, really frustrated, really emotional, wanting to push things forward fast, we really need to take a step back, press on the brakes a little bit. I think first ask ourselves where or why we want it so badly, so quickly, like so immediately, and why are we wanting, what is driving us? And is there a wound wrapped in what's driving us? Are we seeking something just to feel safe, for instance? Are we trying to force something into manifestation just to feel some sense of control? Do we need to drop more into the unknown, trusting the unknown, trusting the mystery? Neptune energy, Pisces energy, we're going to be asked to drop into that deep ocean of the subconscious, of our intuition, and get more into our imagination, our creativity, and those intuitive messages that we receive from beyond. I'm also seeing passed on loved ones coming in with messages now. So it's almost like before you go, I want to give you this. You know, when you're about to go on a journey, you see this a lot in movies. Someone's about to go on, let's say, a hero's journey. They've got their bag packed. They're going on an adventure. Maybe they're not even sure where they're headed. And before they go, and a family member pulls them aside and gives them an a, a family heirloom or something they took with them on their own journeys at a certain age in their lives. You see that a lot in storytelling and in movies. That's what's happening right now. But it's happening in more of a um in an astral way, like in our dreams, in the subconscious, in our imagination, or receiving messages in a multidimensional way from our spirit guides or ancestors. So there's a lot of decoding the mystery going on, and only you can really decode your own mystery. And that's why they're asking you to step back. There's a lot more moving through and going on here right now. It's like trying to navigate a 4-year-old's imagination. You can never quite hold on to it. You can't even see where it's going. You know, it's so in the moment. And it really is whatever delights their fancy for that particular moment in time. And there's no way to predict it, right? You can't even put the pieces together. So that's why it's important, if you want to try to find some sort of solidity with this, I think you're going to have to start writing little messages down, and at the end of the week, see how they all fit together. Before something can come into balance, before that divine intervention can come through, there's a piece of your healing. You know, why do I wish this? Why do I want this? Where is this really coming from? Is this still what I want going forward? I know this was my dream before. Is it still now? Or has my dreams altered and shifted in some way? The Five of Cups is showing us that we're still holding on to some sort of regret or resentment, or why didn't it go this way? Something's still in our subconscious waiting to be talked with, brought into loving presence from our conscious mind. I think we need to have those conversations, those harder conversations with ourselves about why we want something, and if we still truly want it, and if it still aligns with our future goals that we have now. Because it feels like a lack of, like the Four of Wands in reverse, right next to the Five of Cups in reverse, is like, this thing did not come through that we want. Like, we wanted a future, we wanted stability, we wanted security, we wanted a path forward, but it didn't happen. And there is a piece in our inner child healing wrapped up in this. So I think it's important to figure out what that is for yourself first, before you either run for it, try to force it into manifestation, try to find the next person or the next thing, even if this one didn't work out, or B, try to see even if it's something you want at all anymore. Like, have you completely changed your mind? Have you dropped the whole basket and you're now choosing a different basket, different course of action, different desires and dreams and hopes? And because of that, now your path forward will be completely different. Because I feel a lot of forward moving motion toward something that may not be supporting you anymore, with where you've grown, with who you are now, and with where you're headed. So like I said, this is a general collective reading. And I think what I'm getting here for all of us is just a major step back before you make a choice, and take a look at why you're choosing what you're choosing. And then maybe even a piece coming from the universe that will help us make a different choice, that will bring us more into our power, that will align us more with our fullest potential, our highest potential coming, and will really help us to release a lot of heaviness that we don't need to be carrying into our futures, especially if you're somebody who is really transitioning from a 3D or a third density type of behavior into a fourth density type of behavior, or what people might say as the 3D earth into the 5D earth. Your consciousness is raising, your level of awareness is raising, and you are making room for that, and spirit and your spirit guides are helping you make room for that. So be careful that you're not trying to put on a shirt, like as a metaphor, you're not trying to put on a shirt from 4 years ago that really worked for that job that you had that you don't have anymore, that you're trying to wear now again for this new job or this new direction. Doesn't really fit, has a totally different energy. So yeah, there's a lot here like that self-reflection will solve. Okay. What was at the bottom of the deck there? Oh my gosh, wow. The only card we got upright, I think you could guess, the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. The only one upright. We are being asked to pause and to change perspective. A change in our perspective is what we need here. And that's why the Hangman is on his head. He chooses to go upside down to see something in a different way. How does it look now from this angle? And trying out a bunch of different angles. And there's a balance to be had in that, because when we take ourselves out of the muck of things, out of the minutia, out of the detail, it's like we're poised to receive something better. We're actually in a very receptive position when we pull ourselves out of the muck, out of the detail, and we open up our senses and we just stand back. We get out of the mind. We get out of that swords energy where it's, I need to have this now and this is the way I need to have it. We drop our expectations when we get into the Hangman. And when we do that, we are open to receive something new, something different, something magical, something miraculous. So if you can trust the universe right now and you can trust the mystery, it will really serve you. That's what's really coming through here. And I don't feel like I need to pull clarifiers on any of that. It's just so obvious. And the readings lately this week that I've been doing for people have been just so pointed, so clear. Just the tarot's not always obvious. Sometimes there's a haze over it and you can't quite see what it's trying to say, but that is not this week and that is not next week. So it's not one of those times where you could say, unless your life is really telling you to move forward with something, that's different. Maybe you've been planning something for a while and you're finally getting the go ahead. Okay, so that's where you have to trust your own life. But if you're in this, why is everything falling apart? Or why is everything dissolving around me? Take a step back. That's what's very clear here. Take a step back. Okay, so let's get some more moon energy here in Oracle cards and see what comes through. Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. Will. Okay, so what about will? This is a 4 because this is a 13. What about will? Release. 27. So maybe even what are you willing to release? Because here in this card, is if you can see it, she really is. First off, she has a mask on her eyes. I almost feel like she's pulling something down away from her mouth, pulling something away from her throat. And will is here, rests here in the throat chakra. And will is basically our wishes and dreams. So we anchor down through that 5th dimension. And then we pull up from that 3rd dimension our will. So action and wish, or action and imagination, merge and produce will, produce action in real time. So our will, our drive to do something is a combination of what we dream, what we imagine, what we wish, merging with our lives, our real lives, and concrete steps. And then will comes from that. And that is an action. That's the throat, because that's where voice, right? I see something in my mind's eye. I merge that with my physical body. It comes through my voice as speech. I'm seeing visions that my spirit guides and my psychic senses are offering up to me as I read to you. I'm using my physical vessel, my voice, to deliver the message. Speech comes through. Okay, so that's will. Your ability to take action, what it is that you are releasing at this time. So it feels like something in the chest, in the heart. And this really is so, like, I know it's hard, it's so Neptunian, but it's like your physical body dissolving into spirit. And this really isn't what's happening. This is a perception of the mind where everything around you feels so tangible at one point, and all of a sudden it's just so elusive. You can't hold it. But we are truly that. We are actually becoming more of that which we already are, which is spirit, source, being, consciousness, bliss. We are becoming more of our divine selves through these transits with Neptune and Pisces. So go with the flow. Pisces is the water. Go with the flow. Don't try to hold on. Don't try to label. And don't try to fill the void too quickly. Allow the dissolution. Allow the release. Allow the void that happens after. And then see what comes in from the universe as a result. Let it take time. There is some patience, maybe even through the whole month of June, that people are going to be activating within themselves. Patience and dissolution. We actually got that card yesterday. Let me see if it's all right on top. It is. And the live show that I do with Jason Donaldson Healer every Thursday, 11 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. We received the Temple of Amethystia, tranquility, patience, and dissolution. And that is exactly what I'm seeing here. There's a peace we can find within when we have to step back and get the bigger picture. We just meditate. We let the mind take the back seat. We find a peace merging with source and our higher selves. That's Pisces. That's the 12th house. And we allow what needs to dissolve and release. We let go, we go with the flow, and we just merge into the waters of our subconscious. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie. For a lot of people, it feels like a loss of control. If you can find some ground through your yoga practice, your meditation practice, or your spiritual tools, taking a lot of walks in nature, super great for Taurus energy. We got a lot of planets in Taurus right now. The weather's been beautiful in a lot of places. Summertime is coming. Just get outside, get grounded, and start doing your earthing. And it's, sorry if you can hear my tummy growling. It's almost my lunchtime. Just stay here. Stay embodied. Don't get too pulled out. Watch how much time you spend on your phone and outside, and watch how much energy you're picking up from other people. And if you can, try to spend less time out and about, more alone time. And at the end of every day, ask Spirit to help you release what you're carrying that is not yours. Spirit, help me to release what I'm carrying that is not mine. Because right now we could be picking up on a lot of other people's messages and it can get really confusing. So mind your energy, right? Mind the gap. Put your egg up. Put your protective energy bubble up around you before you go out, and then release any energy at the end of the day that is not yours. Do that psychic cleansing at the end of every day. Do your salt baths in the shower. Make sure you're clear. Sign up for an energy clearing if you want. I have those on my website at let'sevolvetogether.com, let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. You can find all my offerings there. It's a great time for that kind of thing. So using sage to clear your aura, salt baths, and selenite. And then, just keep your spiritual tool basket close right now. That's really important. Okay. So let's see what else we can get. I've got a bunch of decks. I love having a bunch of messages for you guys. So I'm just moving through the decks. I want all the messages right now. I think we could use them. Smoke and mirrors, definitely. 42, another 6. Where was that 6 that we got? Oh, we got it here. So right here, we've got a mirror, and this is a mirror, 24 and 42, and stuck in the mud. Okay, it could feel, the illusion is that you're stuck, but you're not stuck. Spirit just is saying, time out, reflect, go within. The journey is to go inside right now, and there's a lot to be journeyed within, okay? You're not stuck, but Spirit wants to show you something. Remember that family member bringing you an heirloom or a token of love before you go on that journey. Okay, this is an important piece of your soul journey, soul growth, and your adventure. So watch out for confusion and that smog or that fog. We did have fogged in at the bottom of the deck for our sacred journey cards. Remember that? Smoke and mirrors is a very similar message. Slow down if things look confusing and take more time to yourself. Okay, so let's see what else from this. What's this one called? Oracle of the Seven Energies. Close encounters. So this could be some soulmate energy coming in. This is a number 10. Again, a number 10, which is also a 1, new beginnings. A powerful time. You know, maybe Spirit's bringing in a soulmate or a friend to go on that journey with, whether that's an internal journey or an external one. You know, there's a lot more people out and about. Be aware of who you're spending your time with, sharing your energy with, but also be open to meeting new people, trying new things, allowing transformation. When you let yourself close down one old cycle and start a new one, you're going to be open to new people, meeting new people, trying new things, and being in new circles. So it looks like there's someone here right on the edge, close encounters, you know, near misses. So pay attention. Okay. Powerful messages today, everyone. Really. Sorry if I'm losing my voice. I've been clearing actively, getting an upgrade in my throat chakra since March. It's been a lot. So it's still happening. 34, we have a lot of repeating numbers. We've got 7s, 6s, 10s, and 1s as the most common repeating number I've seen so far. Also 4s. So we've got a 34 here, a 7. Ocean's Muse. So this is that Pisces energy. Water's wisdom, intuition, hermit's light, and discovery. Be open to discovery. This is a really creative time. Get curious, right? Great time to do art. Great time to create. Great time to have fun in that way. And then one more, Spirit. Ooh, secret seances. Yes, definitely. Number 15, another 6. Spirit world message, assistance, and memories. This is the energy of Venus in Cancer. So messages coming through from ancestors, from the spirit world. Try to tell your higher self to help you remember your dreams when you wake up. Write them down as soon as you can, or speak them into your phone recorder. And any memories that are triggered right now, write those down as well. And just take note of the messages you receive from ancestors, and don't discount them or deny them. Not right now. Okay, not right now. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've done a lot. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of abstract energy too. So let's see. I do want to see what the galactics are bringing in. Then we're going to do your guidance cards, and then we're going to do your pick-up piles, okay? So what are the galactics bringing? Because we are definitely getting upgraded with the Sagittarius Full Moon. This is higher learning. This is spiritual beliefs and philosophies, maybe getting an upgrade, ascending in new ways spiritually. So what's coming through from the galactics? I am presence, light body activation, and accessing the divine within. This again is connection with our higher selves and that 12th house energy, Pisces energy, and Neptune energy. And then Arcturian light codes, definitely evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. We're being aligned with our future. And in order for us to be aligned with our future, our present actions and course of action need to shift. So I feel the Arcturians so strongly the last couple of weeks. They're definitely present. We're getting an upgrade for our evolution, our spiritual growth. This is like profound. I feel like this is a congratulations from Spirit. You've done so much hard work. We are ascending together. This is us moving into a new earth together. There's a lot going on here. So, how do we want to create a new earth? So, there's a lot happening with um, how do we recreate our communities? How do we recreate the energy um, programs or the energy, what's the word? Um, it almost looks like an energetic architecture for our family dynamics. How do we want to be in a family now? What do we want that to feel like, to look like? How do we want to relate to each other? That feels good, in a way that feels good, in a way that's unconditionally loving, or that's more conscious, or more supportive, or offers more connectivity. And then seeing that same paradigm reflected in our neighborhoods and our communities, and then extending further out from there in our cities and in our counties and in our states and in our governments. So this is changing from very grassroots level, starting within with yourself, and then that blooming out into family, and then so on and so forth. So it's really powerful. It really is about recalling power. So pulling the power away from what doesn't serve you and starting to fuel what does. Okay, so let's get the guidance. I think we're pausing to get that upgrade. We're pausing to get that message from Spirit, to get that evolutionary download. So what is the guidance here from Spirit? And I have another deck that's talking to me. I'm going to have to pull out. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Wow. I mean, that's it exactly. We are going to have there's going to be a choice. And yesterday I did pull choice card from the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck by Jamie Price, a light language oracle deck. It said choice. Mirror Guardian, again with the mirror, take time to reflect. Woo, I'm getting so hungry. Okay. I have like the fastest metabolism in the world. It doesn't let me go like 2 hours without eating. I feel like I'm always talking about food, but I'm not. I'm really not. Okay. There is someone in here who wants to talk to us. So who is it? Melchizedek, higher learning. This is Sagittarius energy. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Time to go in for inner study and exploration. Be curious. Be open to discovery. Melchizedek is here. Wow. Oh, and Kalima, facing fear, totally aligning with this practicing Chud energy. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. Okay, wow. Love it. Thank you for that deck speaking through. Love it. Okay, let's see what the Moonology deck has to say, and then we'll do your pick-up piles. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Bring love into the situation. New Moon in Aquarius. Don't let your past hold you back. That is the theme for the next 10 years. South Node. Wow. And the past 4. Okay. Let's move into the pick-up piles. You've been so patient. This has been an amazing... The reading itself is a miraculous reading. It's so magical. So let's do... Why don't we do this kind of thing? Can we? I think we can. I got a placemat here. I'm covering up the energy only to make it easier on our eyes as we do pick-up piles, okay? Pile 1, here we go. We've got a lot of cards here today. I've got a tarot right on top. Pile 1, you ready? 7 of Pentacles in reverse, something that you have been investing in for a long time. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You're questioning this. You're maybe having to let go of it. There's actually a pregnant mermaid here. This card is all water. That's why I chose this deck is all water. It's the mermaid deck. That's why I chose it for Neptune and Pisces energy. Looks like you've been trying to grow something, investing in something, been patient, trying to see it grow over time to come to fruition. I think you're being asked to let it go. Let's see what else is coming up. Liberation, free yourself from whatever this is. Number 4, again, another 13. This 13 was will. Liberation. Your numerology is surrender, number 10. Surrender resentment. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Wow, this was a powerful pile. Ask your guides for help in letting go of this powerful cycle. It looks like you put in a lot of time and energy, a lot of love, and something didn't work out the way you hoped or planned, and you're being asked to liberate yourself from it, from the resentment you're holding on that it didn't work out, and free yourself and drop into surrender, drop into that flow, allow this cycle to come to a close so you can fully heal, come into the time of licking wounds. Definitely a lot of those reversals were for you. It's like the star, it's time to heal. In that 5 of Cups, regret or feeling remorse or resentment here. This is a lot of root chakra stuff. Don't be afraid to look into your past and see where this has come up before and start to have a deeper conversation with your soul about how you need to bring love into the situation like we have here, and really honor those feelings from when this happened before in your life and now, and really sit with those feelings and allow the healing to take place. Okay, so lots of love to you, pile 1. This was a very strong energy. Let's put you got 2 surrender cards, really. Surrender, resentments, and surrender. So that's powerful. I'm going to put the guidance, the surrender guidance on top. Okay, pile 2. You ready, pile 2? Stuck here. All right, your tarot. Wow, you've got Justice upright. Looks like you're finally getting what you deserve and what you've been waiting for. The scales are balanced. Could be marriage, could be a contract or a dissolution of marriage, or like a court, like maybe there's been a lawsuit, something coming in your favor, for instance, turning in your favor. But this has to do with law and contracts and you really receiving your fair share. So that's good for you. And then 7, epic. There's a pause in your journey as justice is revealed. Physical activity will help you move through this heavy energy while you wait. That's a number 13 again. And surrender to non-action. Yeah, you're just being paused in this, whatever, if you're waiting for a decision to be made in court, for instance, I feel like it will go in your favor, but you are being asked to pause right now and be patient. Definitely get outside, definitely exercise, but it says surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So very powerful reading for you guys. I definitely see your energy in the collective reading as well as pile 1s. You were both very present in that for different reasons. And yesterday I did some light language. You may want to watch it in the live session I do with Jason Donaldson Healer. Every Thursday we do Galactic Shamans live tarot and energy readings. We did a collective reading in which I did light language for the collective to a Starseed Oracle card. It was this one, actually. And I specifically saw the guides, my Arcturian guide, working on the higher third eye chakra. It's this unicorn horn. It's a different level of psychic awareness. You may want to listen to that light language because she did actively work in that area. I felt it and I saw it, and it was a very strong light language yesterday. So if you want to listen to that, it was, I don't know the exact timestamp of it, but it was definitely toward the beginning, toward the middle beginning. Okay, so let's put that on top. Okay. And the final pile, pile 3, last but not least, you have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see what this is about. Number 16, which is a 7, Merrick. Embrace oneness with the universe. Our topic yesterday was oneness. It feels like the universe wants you to find the still point, to find the balance point. So asking you to come out of 2 of Pentacles, trying to balance too much, trying to take too much on your plate, being pulled in multiple directions, and come into Temperance energy, the major arcana card, and find your still point, your balance point, that point in the infinity symbol where the 2 energies become one, that 0 point, that point where you find perfect ease, peace, and balance and stillness. And that can happen through drawing your energy and your focus inside, through active practice of meditation, and just active awareness, conscious awareness of your energy. Pull it in. You're getting too pulled out. Okay, embrace oneness with the universe. Clear your plate. Wow, number 5, change. Maybe you're being paused on your journey. You're being asked to come into stillness because things are about to shift. I've actually never seen this card, but the colors here are almost identical. This is just a lighter shade of this one. That was surrender to non-action for pile 2. So you may have some of that. Right now, there's a pause. Get into that oneness, openness with the universe. A change is about to come. And surrender to your full power. This will be for your benefit. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. You're about to come into a more a fuller level of your potential. You're about to stand out and shine. This also reminds me of the 6 of Wands, where we've got a crowd supporting you, and there's a certain amount of notoriety you're receiving, and you're coming through as the Queen of Wands here, confident, creative, in charge of your energy, and really attracting support from the people that love you, your fans, and really appreciating and being so grateful for this magnificent change that's about to happen in your life. So being open to the oneness, you're really coming out of a place where you're trying to make ends meet, and you're going to come into a lot of success and achievement for you, I feel, pile 3. So congratulations. That's great energy. Okay, so I'm going to put this one away, and we will do a final card for everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. This was an absolutely magical reading today, including these pick-up piles. I really enjoyed being with you. I really enjoyed the energies today. And I look forward to having more time to do a pick-up pile next week. I know it's been a while since we've been able to do that, and that is my plan. So hopefully that will manifest. Okay, let's finalize. And I wanted to finalize with, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. The Journey of Love Oracle deck. After all, what is Sagittarius but a journey of love? So let's shuffle that back in. That one's sticking out. I'm going to read this one also from the deck because the passages are so beautiful, by Alana Fairchild. Okay, so what is our card, our final card for this absolutely glorious reading we've had for the Sagittarius Full Moon? Here it is. The choice. Oh my gosh, again. Here's choose your path. And remember I said I got the choice yesterday. Wow. This is an 8. Okay, so there is fast moving energy coming in. And some of us at least will have to make a powerful choice at this time. And look at this, that same turquoise color. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that was change, also representing that same turquoise color. So, super powerful. Wow. So many synchronicities today. I love when that happens. So let's read number 62, which is an 8, the choice. You will be asked to make a choice. There'll be some messages coming through. Pay attention to your phone. Okay, there is a choice that you need to make. You are aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. you have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. That's the full moon. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel, where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It's your time to step up. Make your life easier on yourself and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. Okay, that was beautiful. And there's a poem here. Our lives are measured in choices we have made along the path we call living, each compass point a possibility, each step an opportunity, seemingly random. Each decision moves us inexorably in a direction both unknown and yet somehow familiar. For upon reflection, the strength we find in choosing, or the surrender of letting all unfold, leads us to the place we started from when we made that first choice to be here again. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is so amazing. I will take a picture of this poem and put it in under the community tab of this YouTube channel, so that if you want to keep rereading it, you can. It is the card of the Sagittarius Full Moon. It's the poem, it's the reading, it's the one that we can kind of use as our takeaway. So if you want to read it again, it'll be in the community area of this page, okay, under the community tab. And please definitely visit the community tab. I often write, put notifications and remind you of things, or let you know if I can't be on the channel or whatever. So definitely check out, it's like a bulletin board. So definitely check that out. Wow, I have nothing to say because I'm in awe of this reading. It literally was a miracle in and of itself. Thank you so much for being present, because your energy is here. I feel it and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel and for its support of its future growth. Please and that way it can be shared to more and help support more people on their journeys. And subscribe for more videos. And of course, if you ever need a personal reading, just head over to letsevolvetogethertarot.com and check out my readings offered there. And if you'd like to be more in touch with me on a more of a daily or weekly basis, more consistently, go to my Instagram page, Let's Evolve Together Tarot. I also have a light language Instagram page called Light Language Tarot. And that's where you'll see me in action most of the time. So have a beautiful full moon. I can't wait to hear about it. Please comment below and I will see you soon. Namaste.